Hey kids, nice to see you again. So today I'm going to talk to you about integrity. It's one of those things that can be maybe a little bit tough to hear, but it's I love you, and so I need to share things like this with you. And I'm just hoping to kind of raise the standard, so raise the bar a little bit so that we're kind of accountable to each other. Before I get into that, I do have a dad joke for you. So my daughter was confused about cloning. I said that makes two of us. Ah. So part of having integrity is admitting when you're wrong. Okay. So yesterday I actually had an Instagram post that I attributed to C.S. Lewis. It said, "Integrity is doing the right thing even when no one is watching." And actually, that wasn't actually C.S. Lewis that said that. Could have easily been C.S. Lewis, but it wasn't him. I was able to kind of search a little bit and figured out that it looks like something similar was from a book by Charles Marshall. And it says, integrity is doing the right thing when you don't have to, when no one else is looking or will ever know, when there will be no congratulations or recognition for having done so. He also says, integrity is doing the right thing no matter what it costs you. How true is that, right? Here's a few more quotes for you. One by J.C. Watts. He says, for too long, we've gotten by in a society that says the only thing right is to get by and the only thing wrong is to get caught. Warren Buffett says, in looking for people to hire, you look for three qualities: integrity, intelligence, and energy. And if they don't have the first, the other two will kill you. That's true. You remove integrity from there, you got intelligence and energy, you can do a lot of damage, right? Yeah. So use your intelligence with integrity. I also find it helpful to look up the definition of integrity. And it says the quality of being honest and having strong moral principles, moral uprightness. I've always found it helpful when I'm trying to get my head around something to look at the opposite of it too. So I kind of reworded this and I said the opposite of integrity is the quality of being dishonest, having weak moral principles. Yikes. Who wants to have that be their legacy? Who wants to leave being known for that, right? Your life is so quick, so think about your legacy. Think about what you want to be known for, right? It takes no effort to go with the flow when other people are doing things that they shouldn't be doing and calling it good. When you know deep down it's not good, it takes no effort, right? You can just sail right along and go right along with them. It takes effort to swim against the stream, right? To do the right thing when others are doing the wrong thing. So here's something I thought was a little interesting. I've received a few messages saying that I left my son when he was 12. That's obviously, it'd be pretty hypocritical of me. I left my son and here I'm showing other people how to do things. That's kind of anyway, it's just kind of ironic because that just came over today, and I've seen it before a couple times, and I knew I was going to be doing a message on integrity, and it's like, wow, that would be the opposite of integrity if I'm helping other people and I left my own son. I've actually been married for almost 30 years, and I have two adult grown children. One's 25, one's 28. So anyway, I find, with the internet, there is the internet can do a lot of good, obviously. So, as this, my YouTube channel has connected all of us. So there's obviously some good things that the internet can do, but there's also some bad things that the internet can do. And so, please, when I was younger, some of the stuff that's out there, you had to make an effort to go fill your mind with it. But now it's just one click away. And so I would encourage you to please think long and hard before you click on something that maybe you shouldn't be clicking on. And if you struggle with something, then get an accountability partner so that you can hold yourself accountable to somebody, because anyway, I just think if you fill your head with garbage, you're going to put garbage in and garbage is going to come back out. So I would encourage you to yeah, to protect your mind, right? And only allow good things to come in, right? Some things you can't avoid, but others you can. And please, I think that takes integrity and grit to do that. You know, again, speaking of legacy, you know, it wasn't that long ago that I was holding my baby daughter at the hospital, and now she's out of the house, right? Her and my son are out of the house, right? So, you know, it goes by in the blink of an eye. So, you know, the days can be tough. There's tough, you know, we all have tough days too. But think long and hard about the legacy that you want to leave. You know, I get comment after comment of absent fathers. So please think about your, you know, the long-term effects of your decisions. And if you were one of those that was left, don't repeat it. You know, let's all do better, right? Let's break the cycle and do better. I do have an example of integrity too. My son-in-law Ryan, he'll probably be embarrassed by me sharing this, but it's such a powerful story, I think, that I want to share with you. He when he met my daughter in college, he felt like the right thing to do was to call me and ask if he could date my daughter. He wasn't asking for hand in marriage, anything. He just wanted to date her. It takes great integrity, you know. He just called me and he set up a lunch date, and he met me for lunch. And you know, I'm a fairly big guy. I'm 6'3", 2. Do I tell you how much I weigh? Probably not. I'll leave that out. That's an unnecessary statistic, I guess. So, but anyway, so I'm a pretty big guy, right? And so I show up, and he's shaking in his boots when he sees me. So another reason to love him, you know. But he did it because he felt like it was the right thing to do. That's a man of honor, right? We want to be known as men and women of honor. A couple other nuggets before I close. You know, do a good job even when your boss isn't around. You need that for your own self, so that when you go to bed at night, you sleep well, right? You don't necessarily, you're not necessarily doing it for him, but you're doing it because for your own integrity. You know, when you make a vow, we need to take our vows seriously. When you say you're going to do something, you need to do it. Your word means something. You know, it's better to actually not even vow rather than vow and not do it, right? So, you know, men, I shared this in my Instagram interview with my daughter. You know, as men, we tend to run after shiny objects. And I just say it that way because it can, you know, there's a lot of things you could, to help you, you know, to understand what that means. You know what I'm talking about, right? I mean, there's lots of different things we can run after. I won't go to some of the areas, but one I would think of is one that kind of comes to my mind is golf. You know, when I was younger, I remember getting into golf a little bit. My kids were fairly young, and you know, not that golf is a bad thing by any means. No, golf is fine, but there's a reason why there's the term golf widow, because golf, you know, if you're spending all your time, you know, chasing after that dream of becoming this great golfer, and you're raising kids, and you should be spending time with your kids, you know, choose the better one, which is spending time with your kids. That window of opportunity that you have with your kids is so short. It's over like that. So, you know, understand that. You know, I get comment after comment of the hurt caused by absent fathers. And I know this pain personally myself, right? So please, men, understand the weight of your decisions. You know, we need you. Don't take this lightly. Think long term about your decisions. And I'll close with this. You know, we need more than a few good men and women. We need a world of good men and women that are willing to do the right thing, even when it's hard, even when it costs you something, and yes, even when no one is looking. I love you, I'm proud of you, and God bless you.